Hello there, and thank you for tuning in. I am John Harder, and upon request, I am making this video to just encourage and give you a little bit of an idea of what a GoFounders position is, or what the value of a GoFounders position could be, although it is I don't think there's anybody that really knows, any member or anything that really knows all of the tremendous value that a GoFounders position actually holds. But to be a GoFounder and Onpassive, there is tremendous value. When I was invited just a bit over a year ago now, I had a look at what was going on, what Onpassive is building, and of course I've been looking for a system like this for many years, for quite a number of years. Like there were different systems would come up. They'd have autoresponders, they'd have the selling automated, and all of those kind of things. And I was always, wondering or wishing that somehow somebody would come up and make a system that would be self-fueled, as it were, that would just grow like automatically. And that is what has happened. That is what Mr. Ashmufara has been doing. Now, Ashmufara has been a very successful marketer for years. But in his years of marketing, what he had a hard time with was when people that he had referred to a business were failing. And of course, I know what that feels like a little bit, although I was I was really not all that successful myself. But when I had some a few times when I had achieved some level of success and had gotten some people involved in something that I believed in, and then it fell apart or disappeared or whatever, and then those people then, well, they kind of don't want to talk to you anymore after that, which can't really blame them for. But that's how internet marketing used to be. Okay, now after the launch of Onpassive, there is absolutely no reason why people do need to go through that anymore, because from here on out, internet marketing will be the easiest way in the world to make money. Okay, it's just the easiest way in the world. There is no easier way ever than what Onpassive is offering, and hopefully you'll get a whiff of that and understand that a little bit by the end of this video, okay? If you don't already. All right, so let's dive in. So obviously, the GoFounders is not really the how should we say? It's not the real meat and potatoes of what we're doing. Okay, about what Onpassive is all about, because Onpassive is where the tools and is, that's the supplier of all of this. That's the actual business, where GoFounders is a position that became available for people who found out earlier on what was being built, and wanted in on this early. Now, I don't really know if that presented itself before, or if Ash made it available for people like that. But be that as it may, when I got involved, the position was already available. Some people got involved before it even had a name, but Onpassive is a platform that is being built and has now been built and is about ready to launch and become available to the public, to humanity. And so the GoFounders position, it has been available for all this time, and it's going to disappear when Onpassive launches, or before it launches. It will disappear, and it may not ever be available again. And if so, I have heard that if it will be, it will be at a $970 as opposed to $97. All right, so it'll have 10 times the price. Okay, so now let's get a glimpse of what the GoFounders position actually means then. Well, first of all, the GoFounders position, it was a position that was available for people who would be able to not just say, I believe in what is being built, and that I really believe that this is going to be good, but then could say, okay, I'm laying down $97 that also back up what I'm saying, that I believe it, that I believe in it, and what's going on here. That is kind of what that means, but it means so much more than that. Now, when you look at how a matrix fills in, which this is a 3 by 10 matrix, and we'll look at it here where from the left going to the right. Okay, so we got 10 levels, and then how do those levels fill in? Well, they fill in 3 at a time. So it's a 10 by 3 or 3 by 10, however you want to say it. So it's 3 people wide and 10 deep. And this here would represent one person's matrix. All right. Now, of course, each of these 3 will each have their own matrix, and each of these 9 will each have their own, and so on. And but by the time it's filled in, you have 3 wide and 10 deep. You've got, on the 10th level, you would have 59,049 people in your matrix. And at the $25 level, you would be making $2 on every one of those people. Is it 2? You'd be making $2 on every one of those people, which means your total income from that, in the $25 level, would be $108,303. I believe that is what that would end up being, because you get $6 from 3 members. So this would be the total then. Okay. All right. Now, and what the system does is, the way Onpassive is actually going to work is that every person gets to start with a 7-day free trial, meaning that you've got 7 days that you can make up your mind whether you want to pay the $25. But during that time, you will already have a team starting to grow in your downline. Okay, So that's happening automatically, and you will see how come it does that automatically. Okay, then that's because now this here level actually does not have any traffic. This level, it supplies you with capture pages, autoresponders, things like that, so that you can use it to build your own business if you have a business of something else, or you can use it to just promote Onpassive. Up to you, but it's there. All right. Now, but then when you upgrade to the 125, which actually the system will do for you automatically after you pay the $25 and your commission grows high enough, the system will automatically upgrade you to the $125 level. All right. So that it's completely 100% automated. Now, here is where you begin to get traffic as well as more, additional tools, and you also get traffic at this point. So now you get traffic that starts building your team, as well as spillover from your upline building your team. All right. So that starts here. But then as soon as this grows to your commission grows high enough that the system can upgrade you to the 250, now you will have more traffic. You see how it accelerates? Now you'll get more traffic. You get traffic on 2 levels, plus what's going on with the $25, which is free level. But also you get paid on these levels. And then when those people who have followed you in here, as they automatically get upgraded to higher levels or buy higher levels earlier in, doesn't matter, you obviously now earn on those levels. Eventually, at some point, everybody is going to be all in, and you will be earning the full blast of commissions of Onpassive. And that total will be a monthly residual income of $2,032,614. All right. So now, what does the GoFounder position really have to do with? But why is that available, or what does that do? Well, the GoFounders position, all of the entire global traffic that is going to be building Onpassive is going to be all of those matrices, those people coming in, is through the GoFounders. All right, so that's, if you can imagine millions upon millions, possibly hundreds of millions in, I don't know how long, maybe a few years, have hundreds of millions of people in Onpassive. Well, by that time, there's going to be a whole bunch of GoFounders, and maybe all of the GoFounders at that point will be earning a full matrix, which is a full, earning that kind of money monthly. All right? So that's gives you a little bit of an idea what the GoFounders position holds. Now, Onpassive is built for everyone to succeed. Everyone. All the reseller customers afterwards too. But don't forget, this isn't a money-making scheme. This is a real product, and it's built on real services, real product, and real selling. So that means it's a customer-based product. So you've got to be a customer. Everybody in Onpassive has to be a customer. You don't have to be a reseller customer, but if you're in Onpassive, you can only be without being a customer. It will only last for 7 days because that's how long you can have your free trial. but it's a customer-based product. So that means if you want to make money with OnPassive, rather than just building whatever business you have with using the tools of OnPassive, which is fully optional, and of course, even if you are a reseller of OnPassive, you can still build your own business, whatever else it is that you have. All right, so you're not, there's lots of options, right? Okay, so anyway, there you have the idea of what the position of OnPassive really is. Now, let me just also then tell you what the GoLink team in OnPassive is, okay? So, what are we doing as the GoLink team of OnPassive? What we do is we help you cut time frames. If it, let's say you wanted to build your OnPassive business, and you want to do it in a faster way and as fast as possible. Well, then you could take up a membership with us at the GoLink team, and that will automatically also put more people in your team then, and OnPassive. That's what the GoLink team is about. Okay, that's it. That's all we do. We generate traffic. We have various things in place of generating traffic, and of course, after the launch of OnPassive, that is going to, we're going to be cranking up quite a bit the amounts of traffic that we're going to be generating on behalf of our own members and our own team. Okay. All right. So that is pretty much it for this video. So here you have that. This here is just a QR code that, if you scan it, will lead to one of our team members' GoFounders link. Okay? All right. Thank you so much for watching. You have a wonderful day.